Good evening, everybody. I hope you're able to see us on the live stream. So, welcome once again to this session on heartfulness. We will be just covering one of the simple heartfulness practices. Today, I came across a very beautiful topic. It was on ego. And what is this ego? So, it is mainly, a self-generated, very pleasing identity about ourselves. It can be anything, our image, our status, our position. So it's mainly associated with all the things which with which we are able to hold on to or identify. And it is seldom the true essence of our own selves. It's like a fence, and we don't it is like a barrier, to our true self. So what happens when we operate with this ego? We generally operate from the domain of right and wrong, blame and shame, or judgment. So it's very much related to those traits. So we don't act from the place of who we really are, or what can I do, how can I serve. Those parameters are no longer valid when we act with this lens of the ego. It's generally like, what can I get, uh, how do I look, how will I hold up. It's all about our identity, our relation to our identity. So what happens when we are able to understand these traits, and we are able to automatically understand that these are the ego traits and this is not my true self? We see that there is a big change, drastic change in the way we behave, we interact with others, and the way we perform, in society. There's a very big change. So what Eckhart Tolle has told is, the moment we become aware of this ego is the time the ego does not exist. He says, ego and awareness cannot coexist. So what happens when there is awareness is we start to realize that it's no longer ego, but just our, old conditioning of the mind, which is allowing us to, you know, work in the same pattern. And in heartfulness, we are very much aware that we are able to use the simple heartfulness cleaning tool, which enables us to remove these preconditioning of the mind, which is enabling us to, get rid of these habits or these traits, and allowing our mind to, actually become free. So in relation to what we spoke today, let's, try this heartfulness cleaning tool, which is a very definite enabler in getting rid of these patterns, these set trends. And definitely there is, a more freeness of the mind, more clarity emerging from the mind. It's also very helpful in terms of, whenever we are feeling pulled by any strong desires. It's a very wonderful technique even to help us get rid of those things. So once again, I invite you to join us in this experience, which is more important. So let's try to, listen to the instructions and try to feel that as these instructions are being stated, you're able to do that, and then quietly let's hold on to that thought of the cleaning process and see how the benefit is. So what we do in this process is we sit comfortably like the way we sit for meditation. We keep our eyes closed very softly and gently. We just start with the thought that all the complexities and the impurities, it can be anything. We are not trying to categorize here. We're just trying to have a general idea that any kind of complexity and impurity that's been accumulated is going to leave my entire system from the top of my head till the tip of my tailbone, my entire back area, in the form of smoke. We don't try to imagine how the smoke looks or anything like that. It's just a very simple general suggestion that this is happening. We allow the process to very quietly happen for 15 minutes. And you will see that as this process starts happening, there is a sense of lightness inside you. And at the end of the session, when you feel this increased sense of lightness, you are invited to, you know, invite the sacredness from in the front and allow it to occupy your entire system. And that enables you to feel a sense of simplicity and purity with it. That's all. So, all you need to do is to be alert and aware that this process is happening and just willingly participate and see how you experience this. So, let's start. Sit comfortably. Very gently and softly keep your eyes closed. Start with the suggestion that all the complexities and impurities are going out of your entire system. These complexities and impurities are going out of your entire system from your back, that is the top of your head, to the tip of your tailbone. Once you're settled with this idea that all the complexities and impurities are going out of your entire system from the back, feel that these complexities and impurities are leaving the system from the back in the form of smoke. During the process, try to remain alert. During this process, just stay alert and stay with the thought that all the complexities and the impurities are going out of your entire system from the top of the head till the tip of your tailbone. That's your entire back area in the form of smoke. Once you feel a sense of lightness within, invite the energy, sacred energy from the front into your heart. This energy enables us to further remove all the complexities and impurities. As this energy passes through our entire system, all the complexities and impurities of the entire system gets dissolved, and we feel a sense of purity and simplicity within our entire system. And our heart is now feels the sacred abode of simplicity, purity, and the divine essence within. Make a mental note of how you feel after the heartfulness cleaning experience. And once you have done that, you may gently open your eyes. So, thank you for joining us on this session. And when we are able to operate more and more from this space of deep connection, we find that we are able to move away from this operational mode of right and wrong, judgment, driven mainly with our ego. So thank you for joining us on today's session, and we look forward to meeting you all again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.